What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video, and today's video is my 2014 SE Charger in the shop already. Now, I got the car on June the 7th, and it had a check engine light. So they said the shop sold me the car as is. So they told me that, I guess since I spotted it before I bought the car, they said that they would go ahead and fix it. So I'm like, okay, cool, ain't tripping. I gets the car back the following week. I gave it to them that Wednesday. Early that morning, as soon as they opened up 10 o'clock, I'm dropping the car off. And I looked on Google, they had to replace a camshaft sensor and a crankshaft sensor. And I look on Google, they said 15 to 20 minutes. I posted in a group because they had my car by that Monday, and they still was like not texting me saying, you know, give me an update or whatever. So I put in the group, and it was like, it take 30 minutes. Like, you could have changed both of those sensors out in 30 minutes, like probably to an hour probably. So I contacted her, like, you know, what's up with the car, in updates. She said, your phone is here. I'm just like, you know, what about the car? Because what happened was, I got in here, I got two phones. So I left my other phone in this car. So she said, your phone is here. I said, well, I appreciate it. You know, she didn't say anything else about the car. I'm like, so what did the mechanic say? She was like, oh, he's still working on it. I'm just like, what more could you be working on? Like, it's a 30-minute job. You could have been done this. So she texted me about 4 something saying that the car is ready. So got my wife, went on down there and picked the car up. So I'm just like, the check engine light is still on, but I didn't see the check engine light on until I got halfway home. And you know, she said they only agreed to fix that one part. So I'm just like, I'm gonna have to get this on my own fixed. It drove a little different, so I'm like, maybe they just didn't clear the code out with the OBD meter, ODB meter, whichever letter it is, whatever that meter is. I got one, but I can't tell you the letters on it. So I was like, maybe they just didn't clear it out, so I wasn't tripping. So then after that, it started making a clunking noise. I'm just like, it could be the suspension or whatever. So I'm looking at YouTube videos about what it could be. So I'm thinking possibly it could be the sway bar links or something like that. So I'm looking up how to change it. So I'm trying to be more into cars. Like, when I had my Challenger, I was starting to get into cars like right before I traded in. That's why I got the Scat Pack. So then I traded in and got the Scat Pack. So I started being more into cars, started looking up modifications and stuff, you know, what I could do myself. Because I was never, you know, taught how to work on cars or whatever. So I said, I'm going to see what can I do myself to get it fixed. So I seen the sway bar links. So I said, I can change this myself. So I said, it could possibly be that. So then it's like, it started making a squeaking noise. I said, okay, I'm not tripping. It needs some brake pads and rotors, which I can change brake pads and rotors. I learned how to do that myself by working on my Altima. So I said I could do that myself. So now it's making a real loud squeaking noise. I could just be driving down the road and I didn't be hitting brakes and it started squeaking. Like, one day it was like chirping like a little bird back there. I'm just like, man, I feel like I possibly bought somebody's car that's been sitting down for a while and it need to be fixed. And one day I was like, man, I hope I really ain't bought nobody else's junk. So now I'm probably gonna have to put it back in a shop. I read this somewhere on Facebook in a charger group. They said that a place, there's this place that does a check on all that for like $10. So I might do that later on today. I might add in this video if I do. So I might call them like right when I do this video. Because I need to check to see what's going on. Because if it be like $150 to fix, man, go ahead and fix my car. So then I can ride comfortably. Because, you know, I just got this car. I'm a car person now, so it's like I love the car. Like, when I had my Challenger, I loved that car, and I got more into it the more I loved it. And like, I didn't even want like no eating in the car, none of it. But you know, when I met my wife, it kind of changed. I was like, you know, you can go ahead and eat in the car, you know. But I ain't want no eating in the car. I ain't want no smoking in the car. I ain't want none of that. I had the car for a year before I even smoked the Black and Mild in it. Like, it still smelled new a year later. So like, I really love it. Like, I really haven't drove it that much. Like I said in the other video, I think I drove it probably like 6-7 times. And, you know, I started getting feelings for the car, started getting attached to it. So I want to get it fixed so I can go ahead and drive it so I can, you know, use my gas saver on a daily basis and I don't use my Scat Pack on the weekends or whatever. Or if I go out and I need to drive my Scat Pack, like go to a car meetup or something like that, I could just drive my Scat Pack. Because I did get this to be a gas saver, to be a daily driver. So that's why I'm not really tripping about what's got to be fixed for the cosmetics or whatever. Because this is just, you know, my daily driver. But at the same time, it's a Charger. And, you know, I got a love for Chargers. And Dodgers in general, like just Mopar in general. So, you know, I'm going to want to fix it up to have it looking nice. So now I guess my next thing for this car is to put it back in the shop again for the second time. Now, I just got this car July the 7th and it's about to be in the shop again for the second time. So I'm going to see how that goes and see where the road takes me. And I hope it don't be too much to fix or too long to fix. But I will keep y'all updated in future videos because, like I said, I'm going to try to do this on a daily basis. If I had to do a video every day when I get home from work, I'm going to do a video because I got a lot of stuff planned. Like, me and my wife going to try this new diet thing and possibly working out and stuff, and it's going to be in future videos. And now I got 2 cars. Now I got some content I could put out for future videos, like fixing up stuff that's on this car. And I plan on putting it in, like, all future videos. So if I don't come back later on with the whole shop part, like putting it in the shop, seeing what's wrong with it, if I don't come back with that part, I will see y'all in the next video, which I don't know what would be, but I got a list of videos to do. I have in my notepad, I got a list of videos to do, so I don't know what's gonna come up next, because I do got photography, my photography business. I got my t-shirt business with my wife, so, you know, exercise and stuff. So I got plenty of stuff to have a video, make a video on. So whatever the next video will be, I will see y'all there. Peace. So I actually ended up taking it to the shop. So this is where things get drastic. I was just expecting, you know, I might need some struts, or, you know, I might need some sway bar links or a sway bar bushing or something like that, something simple. I found out the car is dud. And I just got the car on June the 7th. It is now June the 24th. What days? I don't know. It's the 21st, 24th, something like that, I don't know. But I haven't had the car long, and I just, you know, started getting good with the car. So I take it to the shop. Some said, go ahead, you know, take it to the shop. And they spelled my email wrong. I get distracted these sometimes, but they just spelled my whole email right. No, they didn't. No, they did not. So I took it to Precision Tune, and they did, because they said that their diagnostic is $79. So somebody in the Charger group recommended that it was going to be $10 from Firestone. So I called Firestone. They said that their diagnostic is $99 before tax. So here my diagnostic was $90 with tax. So as he's doing paperwork, and he said he's gonna go take it for a test drive. The guy takes it for a test drive, come back, I noticed it's on the lift. So I just wait. I'm like, maybe, you know, it's just suspension. They can go ahead and fix, you know, $150, $200, get out the door. He comes to the door, tell me, come here. I'm like, how bad is it? Because I know when you go to a dealership, they don't really have you where they let the cars up at. So if they call you in there, it's gonna be something serious. So he said, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I'm just like, man, already in my head of what it said, you might have bought somebody else's junk. Man, what went wrong with the car? Like, the whole car is a dud. He said, I said, what's wrong? I said, what's wrong? And he said everything. I'm like, how did everything be wrong with the car? I got a list of what's wrong. And remember, I don't know if I said previously, the shop said that they were going to fix the camshaft sensor and the light was still on for the camshaft sensor. And I just thought that they didn't clear the code, but this is the issue. So the clunking sound that I heard from the car was coming from the passenger in or outer tie-in rod. The ball joints are bad on the passenger side and need a control arm. The rim on the passenger side was cracked. And he said that if you hit the pothole wrong, it's gonna blow out your tire. Missing a lug nut, which I done did the car 100 times. I ain't even realized it was missing a lug nut. It has front end damage to radiator support, and I tried to tell the dealer that it was not the radiator that was cracked. He told me something, you can go down the road and the radiator cracked. I'm like, man, I ain't want to hear that. But the radiator wasn't cracked. The housing of the radiator looked like somebody just took and just ran into it. The crankshaft sensor code is still up there, and the camshaft sensor code is still up there, and it has a blown head gasket. Now, I've been trying to buy a car, like I said, off Facebook for a very long time, and every one of them about had a blown head gasket. I might well went ahead and bought one off of there for $1,200. This car was $10,000. So I text the girl that I bought the car from, or the one that, you know, had me sign all the paperwork and stuff. I text her, and she's not responding. It just keeps saying deliver. It didn't even say open. So I know I texted somebody else from the shop. So I originally texted somebody else from the shop to begin with, and when I was going down the road, I got a text from the other girl saying I need my license or whatever, and there was the girl that had me sign on the paperwork. So since the girl had me sign the paperwork wasn't answering the phone, I texted the girl that the original one that I texted. I don't know what role she played in the shop. I don't know. So I text her saying I need to reverse this whole car's limit. I ain't had it 30 days, and you know, just mad. Like, I'm just at this point, I'm just over the top heated because this really don't make no sense. And she's not responding, and she just read my message. Now, you know, if somebody just reads a message and don't respond, that instantly makes you mad, especially when it's money involved, and you know, you got a whole lot tied into the conversation, and they're not responding. So she's not responding. So I text her again. I sent her the videos I took up under the car. And I probably posted the video. I don't know. Probably will. But seeing her didn't respond. So I said, oh, I responded back to her, and I said, oh, so when I was buying the car, you could respond to me. Now that I done got the car and y'all got a problem on y'all hands, y'all don't want to respond to me. And then I said, oh, we're going to get it fixed one way or the other. So she sent me the number talking about something. Talk to the boss man. So I text the boss. I ain't even text the boss man. I called the boss man. And I was just heated. And then he had to sound like the child was in the background or whatever. And I was just talking to him, and I was trying to explain the situation, but I was so heated, I don't even know how to explain the situation. So he was like telling me, like, don't tell me that you bought a lemon from here, because you know, you can go down the road in 3 minutes. If you hit the gas pedal too hard, the radiator crack. I'm like, I didn't tell you the radiator's cracked. The radiator housing is cracked. It looked like somebody hit it on something really hard. And so he gonna tell me that, you know, I took it to precision to him. So he said that they were just idiots. I'm like, well, I bought the car from an idiot. Like, you know, gonna sit there and tell me that that I did this stuff to the car, like, because when I got the car, it had light on there for the camshaft sensor, and it's not fixed. So therefore, whatever problem I had going on before I bought the car, it is still going on because you said you fixed it, but you did not fix it. So we just get into a heated conversation, like, bro, like, we are literally cussing each other out at this point. I'm trying to explain, like, you know, I'm frustrated because I got this problem that's still going on, and I got a lot of money tied into this car, and like, y'all need to do better. He would just kept cutting me off, and you know, this gonna make you madder and madder. So we just going back and forth. We just like, at this point, if we was in person, like, it would sound like a fight going back and forth. So we finally got to a point where we can calm down. He said, well, you need to just say, give me a few minutes to calm down. I'm like, I'm trying to tell you that you keep cutting me off, so just let me say this. Like, I've been at work. I've been up most of the day yesterday. I woke up at 4:30 Sunday morning. I really didn't get no sleep again until 7 o'clock Sunday night. So then I'm still up from that. I worked all night last night. Then I get off, and it's about like 10 something in the morning, and I'm still up. Cause I took the car to the shop thinking it was gonna be a simple fix. Go there, get it fixed, come back home and go to sleep. And then, so therefore, that's gonna make you even more irritated. So then he said, yeah, I'm irritated because I ain't had my coffee this morning. You ain't had a $1, $2 cup of coffee this morning, but I got a $10,000 car that need to be fixed. So after this conversation, he said, you shouldn't call nobody a dummy that's trying to help you. So we get over this situation, and he finally agreed that, you know, if I seen him list of stuff, he could send me the mechanic, and I could just drop the car off with the mechanic, and he gonna put it first in the line of the cars. He got 50 cars that he's supposed to be fixing. So now I had to send him the information of the whole long list of what's going on with the car. He agreed to finally fix it. So I'm like, it's bad that you got to go through that much just to, you know, get your car fixed. Because sometimes they're like it's all easy, but it's not. Because if you be all nice with them, sometimes, you know, they'll be like, oh, you bought it as is, and ain't nothing we can do about it. But, you know, sometimes you got to put your foot down to get where you got to go. So, you know, the foot went down, got where I got to go, and, you know, I'm getting the car fixed. So I guess my next step for this car is to drop it in the shop for the second time so far, and I just got the car June the 7th. So once I do all that, I probably vlog. I don't know, probably will, probably won't. See what my wife's schedule look like, drop the car off, and I'll just keep y'all updated on the journey with this car. And, you know, I'm good and I'm calm now. I got the issue resolved, so I'm probably try to go get me some sleep, and I'll see y'all in the next video.